Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the live lecture of Real Analysis 1. In the last lecture, we have seen some basic notions which are essential for us to understand our paper. In this, we have seen the definition of a set, bounded set, suprema infima, then neighborhood of a point. Okay, some of the examples also, because unless we see the examples, we are unable to understand these concepts, right? Then the fifth definition we have seen is an interior point of a set and then interior of a set, right? And today we were going to discuss these definitions: open set, limit point, closed set, etc. Okay, that was how many definitions we have covered? Six definitions we have covered. Let me continue this. Seventh definition as an open set. Yes. Who is going to tell me the definition of open set? Yes, students. What is open set? Interior point we have seen, right? Interior also we have seen. Interior of a set. From this only you have to tell me the definition of an open set. Yes. What is open set?
Every element is an interior point.
Very good. Every element is an interior point. Or one can say that this will be the neighborhood of each of its points. Or you can say that interior of the given set is equal to the sets. Okay. Whichever you feel easy, you can remember it. Okay. Here I will write a set S is open. Set S is open if it is neighborhood of each of its points. Each of its points, or one can say that if every point is interior, right? Now every point is interior point. Okay, let us discuss some examples regarding this. Can anyone tell me the example of an open set? What about set of real numbers? Is it an open set?
Yes, madam.
Yes, it is
Yes,
an open set.
ma'am.
Can you explain why? Why R is an open set? See, this is our real line, right? Okay. Now let me consider any point on the real line, or that is any point x in R if I consider. Okay. Now I want to check whether this set R is neighborhood of this arbitrary point x or not. Or I wanted to check whether this arbitrary point x selected to be an interior point or not. And what I will do, I will just put a small neighborhood around it. Now in the case of real numbers, neighborhood will be an open interval. Therefore, this neighborhood we will plot. Now, whether this neighborhood is the subset of R or not, if I call this as an interval IC, whether I is a subset of R or not, yes, it is, right? No. Therefore, X is interior point. Every arbitrary X, if I consider, then it will be an interior point. Therefore, R is an open set. Correct? Next, if I consider rational numbers, yes, whether set of rational number is an open set or not?
No, madam.
No. Yes. Why? Again, suppose I take one rational number, say small q, q in q, that is a rational number, and if I put a small neighborhood around q, this interval I around q act as a neighborhood. We want to check simply whether this interval is a subset of q. I think previously in the definition of interior point we have discussed it, right? Now that this interval contains both rational and irrational numbers. Therefore, this I will not be a subset of Q. Therefore, I can say this rational number is not open set. Correct now? Rational number is not open set. What about an open interval AB or any AB in R? Any real numbers? Whether it is open set?
Yes, madam.
What about the endpoints? Whether endpoints are the interior points?
No, madam.
No.
No. And no need to discuss also because but the interval under the consideration is an open interval. Okay. And all the points except endpoints are the interior points. Okay. If I plot a small neighborhood around X, this interval, the neighborhood must be a subset of this open interval AB. Therefore, all the points in this interval are the interior point. Therefore, this is also an open set. Open interval is an open set. What for closed interval?
No open set.
Yeah, yes, it is not an open set. Why?
They are closed.
No, I don't want the reason they are closed. Huh? Means you are saying as it is a closed interval, that's why it is not open set. Is it so?
The neighborhood of endpoints is not in the set.
Very good. Means the endpoints A, B are not the interior points. Why? Because if I draw however small neighborhood around this endpoint, this neighborhood is not a subset of the given interval. Therefore, A and B are not interior points. Therefore, this is not open set. Okay? What is the reason? A and B are not interior points. Correct, no? A and B are not interior points. What about an empty set?
It's
Yes,
open
what?
set.
Yes, open set. Why? Why open set? Okay, what is the definition of open set? Actually, every point must be an interior point, right? Now, in this phi, I can say that there is no point which is not an interior. Correct now? There is no point which is not an interior. Correct no?
Yes, miss.
Correct? No point which is not an interior. That's why I can say that phi is open. Okay, as it is a null set, there is no element actually that we know. But what is our claim to show that every point is an interior point? Therefore, here we are proving this with a contrapositive statement. What is my contrapositive statement? In order to show that all points are interior points, what I am showing, there is no point which is not an interior point. Right now, therefore, this empty set phi is an open set. What about any finite set? Any finite set.
Open set.
Let me give you an example. Suppose I am writing the set of all numbers, natural numbers, between 1 to 100. Is it open set? Whether every point is an interior point? Yes, whether every point is an interior point? You have to check it. No. People, let me check for this 3. Okay, let me check for this 3. What I will do, I will put a small neighborhood around 3. This is the neighborhood I around 3. Whether this neighborhood is a subset of your given set, this set, because if it
No.
is so, then only 3 becomes an interior, right? If this I, if I call this as S, say, if this I is a subset of S, then this number 3 becomes an interior point. Okay. But here, whether this I is the subset of S, this I actually contains all the numbers. Suppose I write particularly from 2.9 to 3.1. A small neighbor around 3 I have plotted, right? Therefore, the open interval I have selected is 2.9 to 3.1. How many elements are there between these two? Infinite?
Infinite.
Yes, infinite. And whether all those are the natural numbers? Because the set under the consideration is natural numbers only, no? Between 1 to 100. Therefore, here there are some elements which are not natural, and that's why this I is not a subset of yes, and this point 3 is not interior point. What about the every point in the set? Whether one is interior point?
No.
No. 2? No. Therefore, no element in this set is an interior point. Therefore, finite set. Any finite set, if you consider, this is not open set. Right now, this is not open set. One more example, the set 1 by n belongs to natural numbers. Whether it is open set? Yes?
No.
No, ma'am.
No, not open. Again, why not? Because what is the nature of element in this set? Let us substitute the values of the natural number starting with 1. So the first element is 1 by 1, that is 1, then 1 by 2, then 1 by 3, and so on. Okay. Therefore, if you put a small label around any point, say 1 by 2, not covering 1 and 1 by 3, then this 1 by 2 will not be an interior point. That's why this is not an open set again. Okay. There are few properties regarding the open sets. Do you know those properties? What is the nature of every interior of a set? Open set or not? Interior of a set is always an open set. Correct, no? Okay. What is the second property? Every open set is union of open intervals. You might have studied all these properties. I just mentioned the properties without proofing. Okay. Every open set is union of open intervals. What for arbitrary union and arbitrary intersection of open sets? What is arbitrary union of open sets? Is it open or not? Arbitrary union of open sets. Yes, students. माहिती का आपल्याला आर्बिट्ररी युनियन ऑफ ओपन सेट्स काय असतो? ओपन सेट असतो की नसतो? दोनच ऑप्शन्स आहेत आपल्याकडे. प्रोबॅबिलिटी. टू पॉसिबिलिटीज यू हॅव ओनली. Yes, Sanchita?
Yes, ma'am. Open set union open set is good.
Very good. Arbitrary union of open set is open set. Okay. What about arbitrary intersection? What about finite? Let us go for finite. What is finite intersection of open sets?
Open, ma'am.
Yes. What about arbitrary intersection now? I think you are very clear what is arbitrary intersection, what is finite intersection. Yes. What is finite intersection? If you take the intersection of the open set, your n must be running from n to some finite value. Or if I write I equals to 1 to n we were writing. That is, we were taking the intersection of only finite number of open set. If I write arbitrary intersection, what does it mean? It is the intersection of infinite number of open sets. Correct, no? And here, what is the property tells us that what is the arbitrary intersection of open sets? It's not open. Right, no? Arbitrary intersection of open sets is not an open set. Let me give you an example here. Whenever we were saying that this statement is not true, it is sufficient for us to produce one example. If I take an open interval minus 1 by n to 1 by n, for n is an actual number. Okay, what kind of set I am going to construct here? Yes, if I put the value of n as 1, what will be the open interval? Minus 1 to 1, right now? Minus
Yes,
1
ma'am.
to 1. If I put n equal to 2, what will happen?
It's 1 by 2 and 1 by 2.
Means this is the intersection, right now? And if I am going to consider the union over n, sorry, not, I am considering intersection, sorry. I must consider the intersection over n. Now just think what will be the intersection. Let us consider the what will be the intersection of these two sets. Minus 1 by 1, minus 1 to 1, minus half to half. What is the intersection? The innermost set, no? That is minus half to half will be the intersection of these two sets. Let us proceed further, putting the value of n equal to 3. Minus 1 by 2, 1 by 3 to plus 1 by 3. Then minus 1 by 4 to plus 1 by 4. And you just continue. And if I take the arbitrary intersection of all these open sets, what you think the intersection will be?
0.
What? Yes, it is 0. That is singleton 0, no? Single 0. This will be the intersection. And this is a finite set. And just now we have written, no? Finite set is not an open set. Finite set is not an open set. Therefore, arbitrary union of open set is open. Finite intersection of open set is open. But arbitrary intersection of open sets is not an open set. Okay, let us proceed further to the next definition of a limit point. In order to understand flow of the set, one should understand what is the limit point of a set. Can anyone tell me the definition of limit point of a set? Yes? There are two definitions actually. You can tell me any definition. Limit point of a set. Yes, students, limit point of a set. झाले का कॉन्सेप्ट आपला हा लिमिट पॉइंट आधी
हो.
गुड डेफिनेशन टेक्स्टबुक डेफिनेशन ऍज इट इज नाही आठवली तरी चालेल तुम्हाला जशी आठवते तशी सांगा पल्लवी कांबळे यू वांट टू से समथिंग Yes, Pallavi. Okay, let me tell you the definition. The first definition says that a real number zeta is a limit point of a set no doubt, which is a subset set S, which is a subset of R, if every neighborhood of zeta contains an infinite points of given set S. This is the first definition. Let me tell you definition number 2 also. A real number zeta is said to be a limit point or is a limit point. Is a limit point of a set S, subset of R, if every neighborhood of zeta contains at least one point least one point of yes other than zeta. At least one point of yes other than zeta. Okay. Now one may have a question how the two definition works and how the two definitions are same also, because the one definition is saying that the set contains, the neighborhood contains infinite points of the given set, and the other definition says that this neighborhood contains at least one point. But remember, we are imposing a condition other than zeta. We are imposing the condition other than zeta. Okay. Now let us try to understand the definition, and also we will see how the definitions are equivalent. Okay. If I wanted to prove the two definitions are equivalent, we should prove that 1 implies 2 and 2 implies 1. Okay. Let me just try to prove 1 implies 2. 1 implies 2. What 1 says? 1 says that if zeta is the limit point of the given set, then the neighborhood contains infinite points of the given set. Okay. Second definition says that at least one point other than zeta. If I assume the first definition that the neighborhood contains infinite number of points, then may I say the second definition is automatically true. If it contains infinite points, then may I say it will contain automatically at least one point other than zeta. Therefore, 1 implies 2 is true. Right? 1 implies 2 is true, obviously. Now let us try to check whether 2 implies 1 or not. Now what 2 says that? 2 says that the neighborhood should contain at least one point other than zeta. Okay, let me write the set. Let this be a set yes. Okay, let this be my set S, which is a subset of a real number, and we wanted to check whether this zeta, suppose this point zeta is the limit point of the given set. Okay, if this is the limit point of my given set, yes, by the second definition, that is every neighborhood contains at least one point other than zeta, and we wanted to show that every neighborhood contains infinite points of the given set. Yes, okay. Now let us check how this is going to contain. Let somewhere here it is zeta. Now what is the assumption we have made? Every neighborhood contains at least one point other than zeta. Let me mark the point somewhere. Okay. Let me mark the point. X1 somewhere here. Okay. Just remember there is one more word. Every neighborhood we were saying. We were saying every neighborhood, right? Therefore, let me mark. Let us just exclude this point x1 and mark another neighborhood. Mark another neighborhood, right? Then this neighborhood should also contain one more point other than zeta. Let me mark here somewhere x2. Okay. Let us go further again. Again mark the neighborhood around zeta, excluding x2. This neighborhood should contain again one more point, say x3, right? Other than zeta. Okay. And just go on doing this methodology. Let this be x4. Okay. Just go on doing this. What we will get? How many points we will get? How many points in the every neighborhood we will get? x1, x2, x3, x4 and so on. How many points this neighborhood will contain? May I say again infinite?
Infinite
Finite number of points.
Very good. Okay. Therefore, starting with the second definition that every neighborhood of zeta contains at least one point other than zeta, we have proved that the neighborhood contains infinite points. Therefore, 2 implies 1 is also true. Right? Therefore, both the definitions are equivalent. Either one can prove every neighborhood of zeta contains infinite points, or every neighborhood of zeta contains at least one point but other than zeta. Okay? Okay, what about the condition of zeta? Whether zeta is necessarily a member of a set? Zeta. Whether zeta should be a member of a set always? Okay, let us go for examples, then you will understand. whether zeta will be a member of the set or not. Okay. Let me go for the example. The first example I will consider is what about set of real numbers? What is the how many limit points it will have? Actually, collection of all limit points is also called as a derived set. No, dash is the symbol we were using. Therefore, shall I say R dash? Wait a minute. Okay, yes, what is the derived set for this R? Limit point, set of all limit points. May I say every point will be a limit point of the set R? Right? Every point. Suppose I consider any point arbitrary point x, and if I plot a small neighborhood around x, how many points this neighborhood is going to contain? Yes? How many points?
Infinity.
Infinite. Yes, therefore this x is a limit point, no? Therefore, may I say every point will be limit point. Therefore, the set of all limit points of R is R. All the points are limit points. Right now? If you are getting me, then it is okay. If you are having some issue, you can just stop me and ask. Okay. What for rational numbers? What for rational numbers? What are the limit points? If I take a rational number, say q, okay, and if I plot a small neighborhood around it, how many rationals it will contain? How many rationals it will contain? This is an open interval, no? How many rationals it will have? Infinite?
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, this rational number is a limit point. This is a limit point. Now let me take another number, say q dash, which is irrational number. Okay. And let me plot a small neighborhood around it. This is which number I have taken? This is any irrational number, say. Okay. Then how many points it will contain? How many rationals it will contain? How many points of the given set q that is rational? Yes? Infinite again?
Finite.
Yes, therefore may I say this is also a limit point. Okay? This is also a limit point. Therefore may I say all rationals and irrationals are the limit points of q. Therefore what about q dash? Rationals, irrational combined.
R.
Q union q dash. Yes, it is R. The set of all limit points of rational is set of real numbers. Correct? Let me give you one more example. Set 1 by n again. N in n. How many rational numbers it will have? Oh, sorry. How many limit points it will have? Yes, students. How many limit points?
Infinity.
Infinity. Can you
Zero
tell
is
me
the
how?
limit.
Yes,
Zero.
0 is the only limit point. How? Let us check. Okay. First, if I put the value of n, let me mark the elements of this set. 1 for n equal to 1, this is 1 by 1, 1. For n equal to 2, this is 1 by 2. For n equal to 3, this is 1 by 3. For n equals to 4, this is 1 by 4, 1 by 5. And if I just continue, it will reach towards 0. Right? Now, if I want to check whether any element of this set is a limit point or not, if I plot a neighborhood around 1, how many elements of the given set it will contain? No element. Right now, because the next element is here. 1 by 2 is here. Therefore, this is not limit point. Right now, this is not limit point. What about half? If I plot a neighborhood here like this, how many elements of this given set it will contain? This neighborhood? No element again. Right? Because the next element is here, previous element is here. Therefore, this is also not limit point. Okay, actually one can use any of the two definitions. I am checking with the second definition now because I want at least one element other than zeta. Therefore, this 1 by 2 is not limit point. What for 1 by 3? Check out the neighborhood I am plotting. This is also not limit point. What for 1 by 4, 1 by 5 and all? All those are not limit points. But if I plot a neighborhood around 0, how many points it will contain? Infinite points?
Infinite.
Yes, infinite point it will contain. Therefore, this set is having only one limit point, that is 0.
0.
Right now?
Yes, ma'am.
समजताय का नक्की?
Yes, ma'am.
हो, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about the limit points for open interval? Derived set of open interval, AB dash. Yes? Limit points. You have to tell me the limit points only. This is open AB, right? All the inside elements are the limit points. Okay? If I plot any arbitrary x is an element of the open interval AB, and if I draw a small neighborhood around x, how many points of the given set it will contain? Infinite, right? Therefore, this x will be a limit point. Therefore, all inside points, interior, inner points are the limit points. One has to check for the endpoints only. These endpoints are not interior points. But now we were checking whether those are the limit points or not. In order to check these endpoints are the limit points or not, what one has to do? Let us plot an open interval around it. B. How many points of the given set it will contain? To the left side, all these elements from this to this. How many elements we have in this section? Infinite. Real number.
Infinite.
Right? No, because the real number system is under the consideration. Therefore, whether this B will be a limit point or not?
Yes.
Yes, it is the limit
Limit
point.
point.
Similarly,
Limit.
what about A?
It is also
Even-
limit point.
Yes, it is also limit point. Therefore, what is the derived set for the open interval AB? Is it closed interval AB?
Yes,
Correct,
ma'am.
no? What for closed interval? No, nothing to discuss actually.
Close interval AB.
Very good. Closed interval AB.
Closed interval AB.
Okay. Regarding this, we have studied an important theorem called as Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem. Do you remember this theorem? Yes. Do anyone remember?
Every infinite bounded set has a limit point.
Very good. Every infinite bounded
It
set
has a limit.
as a limit point. Yes, this is an important. What is actually, this is actually giving us the existence for an infinite set provided the set is bounded set. Right now, let me go for the next definition. I think number 9 I have. Yes, closed set is the definition. Next definition is closed set. What is the definition of closed set? Or before that, one can see the definition of an adherent point. What is adherent point? A real number zeta is said to be an adherent point of set S contained in R if every neighborhood of zeta contains at least one point of S. Contains at least one point of S. How this definition is different from the limit point definition? What is the second definition of limit point we have seen? Every neighborhood of zeta contains at least one point other than zeta. Okay, other than zeta, this condition was removed from the adherent point. Okay. Every neighborhood of zeta contains at least one point of set. Now, with the help of this, every element of a set becomes an adherent point. Limit point is also an adherent point, but every adherent need not be a limit point. Okay? Check. If this is the set, yes, we were saying say, okay. Then according to this, if I consider any arbitrary point x of the given set, and if I plot a small neighborhood around x, then this x, instead of x, I should write zeta, no? Because in the definition I have written zeta. Huh? Yes. Now if I consider this zeta, if I look, the neighborhood contains zeta itself. Whether zeta, because zeta is the element of set. Is it okay? Therefore, this zeta is adherent point. Okay, every element of the set will be an adherent point. Every element of the set is adherent point. Every limit point is also an adherent point. Is it okay? These are very basic definitions actually. I was assuming all that you are knowing these definitions, right? Okay. And what is the derived set actually? Set of all adherent points is derived set. The set of all adherent points is set of all adherent points is called closure or derived set. Both we can say. Closure or set. Yes. Okay. Or derived set also one can say. Okay. Now let me go to the definition of closed set. Now what is the definition of closed set? If every point is the limit point of the given set, a set is said to be closed if each of its limit point is a member of set. Each of its limit point is member of a set. Is a member of a set. Right now, every limit point must be the member of the given set. That is, it is contained in the set itself. Let us consider the examples. Number one example. Yes, real numbers. What is the limit points? We have set up all limit points we have discussed. R itself. Therefore, may I say R is closed. All limit points are real numbers and are in the same set. Right now? What for Q? What are the limit points of Q? Rationals and irrationals both, no? But irrationals are not the members of Q. Therefore, this set is not closed. Right?
Yes.
Yes, if you have any difficulty, you can stop me and ask. Okay? Rationals is not closed. What for null set? Null set.
Not closed.
Close it.
Closed or not closed?
Closed.
Yes, it is closed. Again, what is the reason? Contrapositive statement. There is no limit point which is not a member of a set. Correct, no? There is no limit point which is not a member of a set. Because the definition is all the limit points should be a member of a set. Therefore, we were saying here, as there is no limit point which is not a member of a set, contrapositive statement I am using. Therefore, this phi is again closed set, right? What for open interval? AB. Whether it will contain all its limit points. What are the limit points of this open interval AB? We have checked out just now, no? Yes, limit points of open interval AB is closed AB.
Closed
Right?
later.
But what about these endpoints A and B? These are not the members of this set. Therefore, all limit points are not the members. Therefore, open interval is
Not closed.
Not closed.
not closed. What for closed interval?
Closed.
Yes, it is
Closed.
closed. Okay. What for this example we have discussed 1 by n. What is the limit point of this set? 0.
0.
And whether 0 is a member of a set?
Yes.
How? Whether n contains infinity. N is going towards infinity, not infinity actually. Therefore, 0 is a limit point, not a member of a set. Not a member, right? No? Therefore, this is also not closed. What about infinite? What about any finite set? How many limit points we have for the
Closed set.
finite set? Very good, very good.
Close the set.
Very good. Why?
Closed set.
Why? How many limit points are there for finite set? For finite set, there is no limit point, no? Correct now?
Yes.
Suppose A is a finite
Yes,
set.
ma'am.
Therefore, A dash is 5. And this empty is contained in A. If a finite set is closed set. Is it okay? Now let me write some important properties. Okay. Closed. What about complement?
Open.
Therefore, this set is closed if and only if its complement is open, right? What about arbitrary union, arbitrary intersection of closed sets? Arbitrary intersection of closed sets. Yes? Closed or not? Yes, it is closed. Very good. What about union, finite union of closed sets?
Finite. Closed.
Very good. What about arbitrary union? Yes? Arbitrary union of closed sets. Is what it is. Closed or not closed? Hmm? Not closed. Example? Example? Suppose Sn is an example I am giving. Closed a plus 1 by n to a plus 2. A is any fixed number. Fixed. Okay. What about the union Sn now? Union Sn. N from or n in n. What is the union? Okay. Let us fix some value. A I will fix as some 1. Then what is Sn? Yes. 1 plus 1 by n 2, 3 na? A plus 2. Correct? We'll try to plot it now. Okay. A is 1, 1 plus 1 by n 2, 3. This is the closed set under the consideration. Now we wanted to consider the arbitrary union of this. Let us plot the point somewhere. This is 1. Somewhere here in the middle 2. And here it will have 3 say. Okay. Now let us consider the union. What is the first set for n equal to 1? S1. Yes? S1 for n equal to 1. Let us put n equal to 1 here. 1 by 1 it is 1. 1 plus 1 it is 2. Therefore, is it closed to 3? What for S2? Closed to 3 I will mark first. Okay. Somewhere here it is closed to 3. Next, what about for S2? 1 plus half, no? Correct
3 by
or
2.
no? N equal to 2 I am putting.
3 by 2.
Huh?
3 by 2.
Yes, it is 3 by 2. Yes.
2, 4.
3 by 2 to 3, right? Then where is the location? 3 by 2 is somewhere here, na? Okay. And if I go on continuing like this, okay, what will be the values? The values increase towards the left, right, like here, na? 1 plus 1 by 3, 1 plus 1 by 4, like this. Okay. Somewhat like this it is going to be. Correct, no?
Yes.
Then what about the union? What about the union of first two sets? This set, right? Union of S1, S2 is S2. Union of S1, S2, S3. If I write S3, one more set. Union of S1, S2, S3 is S3. Right now? Likewise, union of S1, S2, Sn will be Sn. Therefore, if I just proceed further, in which direction I have to proceed? Towards 1 I have to proceed. Right now? Towards 1. Therefore, what will be union? Union Sn? Is it open 1 to closed 3? 1 will not be included. because 1 will be included only if you put the value of n as infinity. But in natural numbers are going towards infinity, not containing infinity, right? Therefore, this 1 will not be a member of the set. This 1 will not be the member. Therefore, this union will be open 1 to closed 3. Now, what about the set? Not closed. Right now? Yes or no? Because 1 will be the limit point, will not be a member of a set, hence it is not closed. Therefore, arbitrary union of closed set is not closed. Okay? Any difficulty up to this?
No, ma'am.
Next we will go for sequence. What is the definition of a sequence? Yes, can anyone tell me? What is the sequence definition?
Rearrangement of numbers.
Okay, and is it a function? Sequence? Is it a function? Yeah. What are the domain, codomain? Can anyone tell me? Real sequence rather.
Natural number.
Yes, it is. Domain is natural number. What
natural number.
Huh?
Real.
Codomain?
Range is set of real number.
Real
Very
number.
good. Very good. Can anyone tell me the reason why this domain is natural numbers only? Can we replace it with any other set? Can we replace it with any other set?
Yes.
How? How can I replace it with any other set? Is everyone agree with this statement that we can replace n with any other set also? You have to express your opinion, right? You should try to understand the reasons why the domain is natural. Whether can we replace it? If we replace, how? If we cannot replace, why? These are the questions that should come in your mind, and you should try to find out the answers also, right? Here, actually, how we were writing the sequence, elements of the sequence is S1, S2, S3, right? No? Sn and so on. Means we are giving numbering, no? Numbering to the arrangement. How the numbering tells us? This is my first element, right? What this numbering tells me? This is my first element of this arrangement. This is the second element, third element, okay? This is my nth element. Actually, we were counting, na? We were counting the number of elements. And I think if I want to do counting anyhow, what number system should be used? Natural numbers is used only. Therefore, you cannot replace your domain. Okay. Actually, this sequence, whatever you are writing, it is a function. F image of the first natural number 1 is S1. F image of the second natural number is S2. F3 is S3 and so on. This is a structure. Okay. Therefore, as we were giving the counting methodology S1, S2, S3, therefore the domain is natural number. And you cannot replace it with any other number system. Okay. Domain should be natural number. Therefore, the real sequence is actually a function defined on natural numbers to set up real numbers. Okay.
Yes,
Though the values are different. For example, say, if I am defining the function here from n to r by f of x equal to x square, say. Okay. Then what are the elements? What is the range set? For f1. What is the image of 1 under this year? 1. What is the image of 2 under this year?
4.
4. 3, 9,
9.
16,
16.
25 and so on. कोण म्यूट अनम्यूट केले स्वतःला? पूनम जैन जगडे. You have to unmute yourself only if you want to speak with me. Okay. Okay. Now look at the sequence. This is my S1, first element. S2, second element. S3, third element. S4, fourth element. S5, fifth element. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. This is the counting methodology. That's why the domain is natural number. Though the elements itself are not 1, 2, 3, 4, but these are the images of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? No, domain replace नाही करू शकत आपण. Change नाही करू शकत sequence चा. Okay? Let us stop it here. In the next lecture, we will go for limit of a sequence, convergence of a sequence, series, and some 2, 3 definition. And next, if we finish this, we will go directly to the syllabus of Riemann integration. That is at least one more lecture we will spend. We will try to spend on basic lectures, basic notions, right? Any difficulty in today's lecture? If you have, you can unmute and ask me.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
first two definitions, ma'am, of limit. The example of first two definition of limits, ma'am. Once again.
Example of first two limit point you are saying, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Example you want?
Yes, ma'am.
This real number.
Above this, ma'am.
Above this, these are the two definitions actually.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The example of it, ma'am.
This is the first example, real numbers.
Yes, ma'am. I like for 1 point, ma'am. Yeah. The above example.
This one, no?
which is
Real
in
number
color.
system.
Yes, ma'am. Zeta, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This is not an example. This is the explanation I told you how this 2 implies 1. Let me repeat how this definition number 2, zeta contains at least 1 point other than zeta, implies zeta, neighborhood of zeta contains infinite number of points. Okay. Let me just draw a line again, because on the same line it will be difficult for you to understand. Okay. Let this zeta be a limit point. What the first definition tells us? Okay, second definition tells us the neighborhood should contain at least 1 point other than zeta. Let me mark a neighborhood around zeta and let me plot 1 point, say x1. Okay, this x1 is other than zeta, no? Therefore, it satisfies the condition. This neighborhood contains at least 1 point other than zeta, right? X1 is the point other than zeta in the neighborhood of, in this first neighborhood of zeta. As we were saying, every neighborhood, let me mark one more neighborhood, and while marking, what I will do, I will exclude x1. Now in this neighborhood, we don't have any other point other than zeta. Therefore, let me put a point, say x2. Again, this zeta is a limit point. That's why x2 is a point other than zeta. Okay. Let me mark another neighborhood. Let me plot a point x3, say other than zeta, so that zeta is the limit point. And just go on doing like this. How many points this neighborhood of zeta contains? X1, x2, and just go on plotting the neighborhoods. The neighborhood of zeta will contain infinite number of points of the given set, and hence it will imply the second definition. Definition 2 implies definition 1. Therefore, both the definitions written are equivalent to one another. Therefore, according to the requirement of your theorem or example, you can use any of the definition, whichever is suitable, which will be applicable, right? Yes, it is clear, no?
Ma'am, the next slide, ma'am. I like to go with a slide. Okay.
This one?
No, ma'am. Next one. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is of open Above it, ma'am.
Here it
Above
is.
it, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This example, ma'am. 1 upon n.
1 upon n, I have plotted all the points on the real line for the sake of understanding whether every point is a limit point or not. Therefore, these are the points 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, right? If I put the values of n to be natural number, we have to check whether every element is a limit point or not. Okay. Then here if I plot a neighborhood around 1, it will not contain any point of the given set. Therefore, 1 is not limit point. If I plot a neighborhood around 1 by 2, this neighborhood also do not contain any point of your given set. Therefore, this is also not limit point. Similarly, if you go for further, no point of the set will be a limit point. Only 0 will be the limit point, because if you plot a neighborhood around 0, it will contain infinite number of points.
Okay.
I hope it is clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other students having the difficulty with this? Okay. Let us stop today. Thank you for being with me for this lecture.
Thank you, ma'am.